Hello everyone, it's Tara. Welcome back to the vlog. It is a snow day in Dallas, Texas. Yes, we get snow about just a few days a year, so we are all enjoying it. Me and my boyfriend and the cats. It's frosty and crispy outside, but there's still like people taking walks. It's a lot of fun. So I thought today would be a great day to stay inside and do something for you guys that I've been thinking about for a while. A makeup tutorial. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do today. Not even a tutorial, really. Not a tutorial. It's just gonna be what I do for my everyday makeup, because I do not need to be teaching anybody anything. But you guys, I went to the gym. Can you believe it? On this snow day, I got my butt out in the weather and I went to the gym. You can see here how incredibly empty it is. Literally, it was just me and my boyfriend. They didn't even have music on in the gym. It was absolutely incredible. I loved it. Yeah, super proud of myself for getting to the gym on a day like this. But it started my day off right. And of course, no day is complete without a fresh coffee. My signature Terra latte with a double shot and a little bit of creamer, some white chocolate and almond milk. So delicious on a cold day like this. So let's get started with what I do for my everyday makeup routine. I start with the Biologique Research Pigment Toner, and then I move on to my favorite moisturizer, which is the Double Intense Moisturizer from La Roche-Posay. Learned about that one from Monroe Steel. These eye drops are the truth. They get your eyes nice and white and bright. Woo! Feel it, yes, yes. Now, I forgot to show this, but we all know this is the Wonder Skin lip tint that everyone loves on TikTok. I love it too. I've shown it on a video. I put mine on, not too strategically, just enough to, what am I doing here? I'm talking into the fan. Anyway, yes, I get it nice and dry, and then I just wipe it off with a baby wipe. Yeah. And it gives my lips that little wash of color that gets rid of the hyperpigmentation. Next, we're going to move on to primer. I love the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. It holds my makeup on like glue, baby, like glue all day long. So first I spread the primer all over the face, and then I press it in. This is like a really important step. I feel like I press it into the pores, because that's what primer is supposed to do, sit in the pores so that the makeup can spread evenly on top. Right now, I am in love with Double Wear and the Easy Blur from Huda Beauty. They just work really well with my skin, and the colors just match. So I stir them together on a palette and mix it up with the end of a brush. Don't forget the Beauty Blender. I am a freak about my skin, so I use a new Beauty Blender every single week. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Say something. I start with rubbing the foundation in with my fingertips. I feel like that's just a good way to kind of use your body heat to melt it into the skin. And I use my Beauty Blender to blend out all the edges. See, we got one side versus the other side. Yep. Now let's get into that other side using the same techniques, and you see how I'm getting in really using the Beauty Blender to get in the side of those nose pores, all around the edges and blending it in. Yes, my forehead. I don't know why people forget about their forehead, which is really odd, because I don't know, my forehead's big. I gotta put makeup on it. I did it. I'm really happy to be done with that stuff because it's messy. Time to hit these under eyes. You guys know I use the Best Skin Ever multi-use concealer, and it's so amazing. Sorry, I had a little chunk of foundation under my fingernail. That was not cute. But I use this concealer exclusively. It is just amazing. And I used to be like a Shape Tape hoe. You could not get me away from Tarte Shape Tape back in the 2016, 17, 18s, but I have found something cheaper and that works better. So yay for the Sephora brand. I am just under here blending this in really well with my beauty blender. I like to get in my forehead, get a little light right there, and definitely don't skimp on the time it takes to blend your concealer in. I want a bright under eye, but not like a white under eye. Gotta hit that chin too, right where the sun would hit you. Lovely. Next step is to snatch it. Yes, the Easy Bake by Huda Beauty is my favorite under eye powder. I use just a cheap AOA brush. I'll link that below. And right when your concealer is still wet, before you do anything else, you want to get underneath. I get underneath the eyes and really set that concealer with the powder. And so I am definitely a baker. I bake my foundation. Yes, I do. I bake my concealer. Yes, I do. And now it's time for bronzer. So I used to be a powder bronzer girl. I just did not get into cream until recently. And this Merit is my color, and it just goes on. I like the way that I can go put it on with precision and then just go in and blend it out. You know, so that's what I've noticed about creams. It just takes a little bit to go a long way. So I'm going all around the edges, and I know it looks like my concealer is really contrast right now, but I will blend that in a minute. There we go, sculpting done. I like. Now, I take a larger powder brush and I go all the way over everything, blending out that bake and using it to set the powder around the edges. Time for blush. Okay, this is the Pat McGrath Labs. They are the best blushes, period. The pigmentation is insane. I'm using very, very little, and today I just decided to put it on the apples of my cheeks. I had a little more powder to blend out, so thought I would go back in, I guess. And it's all blended together with a little flush of blush. I like it, I like it. All right, lips time. The Morphe liners are so good, you guys. They are so, so good and cheap. I put on my liner and then I smudge it around. As you can see me doing my top liner, I overline and I go over my Cupid's bow. Yep, sure do. I sure do. I overline in 2026 and I love it. So now I'm going back in with another liner that goes over my lips. I'm putting it inside my lips to give a little wash of pink color. And of course, my favorite one and only lipstick, which is the Chanel number 119 Easy, or 116 Easy, yeah. Now let's get into these brows, come on. Since I got my eyebrows microbladed, I have switched from pomades to the little felt tip pins so I can go in and lift and snatch. Yes, girl, this is a very trying moment. I know, we're doing the brows, we want them right on the first try. Woo, Lord, pray for me, Shondo. So I go in and as you can see here, I am taking my time. And this is the step of my makeup routine that takes the absolute longest, is these brows. I go in and I go hair by hair by hair. I just feel like the brows frame the face and they are just so important. So it is good for me to take this time to get them right. Not too bad, look at that versus that. Yay! So I go back in at the end after I've got the shape and I fill in little wispy brows so they look a little bit more natural. I did it! Yay, yay, I did it. Okay, I did it. Yay. Let's move on. Eyeshadow time. Patrick Starr's One Size. I love this color and this color. I use them together on my brush. And I keep it really simple, you guys. I just go in a little round circle motion and blend with a nice, clean, big, fluffy brush, just a round motion. And then I start to, with a lighter hand, smooth it around the edges with an even lighter hand, bringing it out to the end of the brow. And then I blend it all the way up to the eyeline, almost all the way. There we go, one versus the other. Cute. All right, now that I've blended both sides very well, that's how it looks. Yay! This is my Natasha Denona travel palette, which I'm using today. Oh, these colors are so great together. I use a brown and a black. And as you can see, this time what I'm doing is I'm kind of pressing it in and doing a windshield wiper over my eye socket, just giving it some depth and some dimension. No big deal. But this is my secret weapon, the makeup guard card. I use this on the corner of my eye to line it up, go right back over that same spot with the dark shadow, and this gives me a crispy line. Look at that. Bam! She's sharp, sculpted. Say something. Using the same shadow to go underneath my eyes, just to round out the look. And look at that ugly face. That's why I don't be making makeup tutorials for y'all. Look at this face I'm making. Now let's go in with the lighter color, and I'm gonna highlight just the top of my eyes underneath my brows. Like, not too dramatic, but just a little bit to, like I said, add more depth and dimension. Like, you know, the sun's shining on me and it's catching the top of my eyes. Cute! Now I'm using the Wonder Skin liner. This is the same brand as the lip stuff. And I'm gonna tight line my eyes. Yes, ma'am. Tight lining is doing the waterline underneath the top of your lashes. And it makes a huge difference. Look at that. Look at that eye, look at that eye. I mean, that is a difference. It automatically makes you look prettier. Now let's go in and get these cat eyes. I use the Sephora Intense Ink Liner. It's better than the NYX one. It's better than the Stila one, I'm telling you. And I already have my guideline. So I just go with that guideline I created with the makeup card and just go along that and make it kind of a cat eye shape. Right there, I had a little blank spot, so I just went and filled it in. There, it's done. Do they match? No. But is it done? Yes. So now let's go in and contour the schnoz. Yes, I like to contour my nose because I can. I use these Melt Makeup contour things. All right, say a prayer because this is near the end of the process and we've got to get it right. Yes, I just go right along the edges of my nose and blend it in all the way kind of to the top of the eyebrow. There we go. I take a skinnier little brush and I use the same color from the Melt Cosmetics and I go around the top, middle, and well, effectively I'm just creating a little circle on the end of my nose. And that just brings the nose in and snatches it a little bit more. And then I rub that out with my fingertip. I find that's just the best way to blend it. And come back in if I need a little more shadow. And there we go. The nose is contoured. And I'm happy. It worked out. So now that we contoured, we have to go the opposite way and highlight. Look at this highlighter. My gosh, she's dusty. But Ofra makes the best ones. So I use a really skinny brush and I go right up the center between those two contour lines. Just a little bit, rub it out with my finger. My favorite part, the end of the nose contour. I gots to have that shine on the end of my nose. I gots to. I'm a 2017 makeup girly, okay? It is what it is. Let's hit those inner corners for a little brightness and of course a little highlighter on my chin. I think I wanted my chin to have a little more definition, so I went in with my contour brush and just gave a little bit underneath and a little bit under my chin to give a pout. So, time to glue the brows down. The NYX brow glue is the truth, you guys. It's awesome because it's just in a little mascara wand, and when you use it to brush up your brows, they look totally natural. So we all know that I have a mole on my chin, but I cover it up with foundation. You really can't see it. So I put it back with the dot of brow definer and then my brow pencil and bam, she's back. Yay! Time to do my setting spray. Of course I use Patrick Star one size spray. Beyonce uses it, everybody uses it. It's the shit. So yes, give that a nice good spray. Breathe it in, baby. And the makeup is almost done. Let's move on to mascara. I use mascara like after, setting spray because it's wet and I don't want it to get anywhere. This is probably the most concentrated, intricate part of my routine, doing the mascara and the lashes. Yep. It's also the time that my boyfriend decides to come in and bother me. Y'all, I use $1 lashes and $1 glue. Straight up, I do. Yes, I do. And I will link them down below because I use lashes on the daily and I have found the perfect ones that I like. But here's the key. You got to make sure they dry a little bit. Add the glue on there and just let them sit for maybe 60 seconds. Give them a little blow on them, make sure they're dry, and then we add them to the eye. You guys can see here, I use my tweezers, sit it down in the middle first. Then I do the end and secure that right at the base of my lash line, and then the center. And whoo, dry glue dry. Here is the trick. I go in with my tweezers and I go on the top and bottom of my lashes and I squeeze my natural lashes together with the artificial lashes. And that's what gives it such a natural look. Okay, it's not natural, we know this, but it gives it a better look. Don't do what I just did, okay? Please do not ever lick your brush, but this is my face and I can do what I want and I'm nasty. So I am adding some little highlighter to the center of my eye. I guess I thought, yeah, that gives me a better look, kind of opens the eye up a little bit. So I'm gonna do both of those and I could stop there, but of course I'm not. I'm old school, y'all, so I am getting in that bottom waterline with my eyeliner. Yes, that same black eyeliner. Let's get in it. Yes, she's coming alive. It's me. It's me. Yep. Got the eyeliner, and then we're gonna smudge it out with a brush. This is my favorite little smudging brush. It's just that $1 little elf brush that you can get at Ulta. Now let's get the under eyes looking good. And you can totally see the difference. Bottom mascara is an absolute necessary, absolute need. And yay, you guys, I did it. I did my first makeup sort of tutorial, sort of what I do. I hope you enjoyed it. I am bundled up inside on this snow day. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.